Hi, I'm Marina. I am a designer and education doctoral student. This work aims to answer the question, what studies have produced scientific knowledge about the potential of visual narratives in the educational context? The methodology of systematic literature review was applied in order to characterize the visual narratives identified and how they are used in education. The search terms were education, learning, comics, and cartoon. To specify the search, we define an inclusion and exclusion criteria, with emphasis on the exclusion criteria that was assessed by reading the abstracts. After doing it, we had 19 articles for the final analysis. The 19 articles were analyzed by a single researcher using the Excel software, and the analysis was separated into 2 steps with different categories of analysis. Still in the second step, the category 5 was correlated with the other ones. Most of studies use comics in the form of books or albums, when they use terms like comic book or comics. Then you have the animated cartoon, with terms like cartoon TV, cartoon video, or simply cartoons. Finally, you have the comic strip, using terms like comic strips and cartoon. There is a predominance of studies involving primary education students, and in this case, the visual narratives are used in the classroom. Then comes higher education, after that, the target audience with unspecified level of education, and finally, the secondary education. When you correlate the categories, we can highlight that the comics appear in greater quantity in studies with primary education students. As for the disciplinary area, biology appears in greater quantity in the studies using comics. Studies involving visual narratives have similar objectives, which is to verify the understanding of complex concepts and to evaluate engagement during the learning process. Finally, most studies report a positive result, indicating improvements in performance when compared to traditional resources, creating more engagement. One study reported a negative result due to the fact that it didn't consider other factors of the context that could have influenced the result. We concluded that there is a predominance of the area of biology, which can be explained by the potential that visual narratives have to explain complex themes and engage during the learning process. Finally, it's important to plan the application of these resources considering the entire context. We had some limitations, like the search for articles only in the Scopus and Web of Science databases, as well as the delimitation of the search for terms only in the titles of the articles and in the English language. Other terms related to the theme could also be used to cover the research, such as graphic novel or visual storytelling.